Hey guys, what's up? It is the 2nd of July, 2012, and there's some pretty interesting news coming out of Power Color today about the 7970 X2 or 7990, whatever you want to call it. I think it's going to be the X2, which I like. I like higher numbers by whatever they do, like by 20, better, just because that's just the way I click, but, whatever. So Power Color has kind of teased on Facebook. This is the card we have. It's new. Guess what it is? Which on the back of the PCB, which I'll show a shot of, it shows two dies. So I'm like 7970 X2 or 7990. So it's pretty much that. It's called the Devil 13, which I think is a awful name. I actually like the look of the card. It's got a nice red. It's got 3 fans, even though they're a bit smaller. I think they're 80mm fans, or they look smaller to me than a normal fan. Maybe it's just the PCB is big. Also, an interesting feature about the back of the PCB, which I'll show again, is that the crossfire finger is down a little, which might be because of the processor. I don't know. Maybe there's like a copper heat pipe running through there. I just wanted to point that out. But you could crossfire those, which would be insane. So, a couple notes about specifications I've figured out. They haven't announced this yet. If it is two 7970s, it would have 4096 stream processors. It would have 6 gigs of RAM, presumably on a, whatever number of bit bus that would be, because 384 times 2. Let me just pull that up really quick. That would be a 768-bit bus. That would be insane. I know they double the buses because that's what they did with my 5970, but they might lower the bus to 256 and have it be a 512-bit bus like I have, which is probably what they'll do. And then I'll have 6 gigs of RAM, which will make it perform better on multi-monitors at higher resolutions than the 690, which is also 4 gigabytes. It may be a clock up from the 7990, like a little bit, or a little bit down, because they've been saying, AMD's been saying, that they kind of underclocked it, like, from the factory. Like, that could have easily shipped a gigahertz and been just as stable with the stock coolers. I mean, 1 gigahertz on that chip is not a very hard overclock. I mean, I've heard that overclock's really good, but, I mean, still. It also uses 3 expansion slots, which is about as big as the ASUS Direct CU2 coolers they had last generation of cards, which were pretty big, but I mean, dissipates heat more, and they kind of need it for that. And it uses 3 8-pin power connectors, which totals, plus the PCI, that totals to 525 watts of power, which is insane. So you would need at least, like, I'm guessing you would need at least an 1000-watt power supply, maybe more, because I'm able to run my 6 plus 8-pin 5970 with 850 watt. So that's a lot more power. So you should probably have an 1000 watt for that. But tell me what you think of it. I think, aside from the name, it's going to be a great card. Maybe it'll cost less than the 690, because the 7970s cost less. I don't know. We'll see more when it's going to be fully, like, kind of announced at, I forget what convention it is. I think it's in 3 days. It's the 5th to the 8th. So we'll see all the specifications about that. It might be like a 7870 or 7950, but I don't think they would do that, because they usually just slap 2 of the higher end ones. But maybe they will. Who knows? It's Power Color. I mean, anything can happen. So, goodbye, have a good day, and get out your $1,000 checks for this new video card.